And here it is, my towing bar, which I bought from eBay for 40 pounds. It's not even that bad, to be honest. It's a bit of rust. I will try to grind this down. So I will be using angle grinder and this wire brush just to remove surface rust a bit before painting. That's it. And look at that, guys. The paint is dry and this towing bar looks like new. I'm really happy with the results. This is amazing. I love it. Looks like new, honestly. This is what I wanted. So the last bit which is missing is this plate with details or information about the towing bar. So we can see it's from brand Oris, and we can see it's made for Range Rover on top. We'll use this small rivet gun, simple rivet gun, and let's do that. So now when towing bar is finished, now it's time to take bumper off and check how much of rust we have. So to be able to remove rear bumper, we have one 10mm bolt here and 10mm bolt here. We also have on each side the clips which we need to undo, and also from each side is a screwdriver bolt which we need to take out. After all of that, we will be able to slide out the bumper. So here we are now under the car, so you guys can see the clips which I was talking about. So I'll just use the wire brush a bit and try to take this off. It's very rusty, there's a lot of water coming and mud under, but it's still okay for 1995, to be honest. So I'll try to use pliers and just push this clip over the top. Okay, this one is kind of off. I'll try to do this one. Yeah, it's together, so it's moving up, just pushing. Now you guys can see better. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Done! The second one is done. So if we go under the bumper, I can show where is the 10mm bolt. It's just right here, not hard to find, and on the other side is there. I was trying to be patient. The job was really frustrating and actually not easy, as the bolt's been really rusty. So the first bolt I did drill out, but the second one was impossible. So I will show exactly what I did use. I was thinking what would be the best. I just didn't want to damage the bumper. A lot of people I've seen, they just grinded through the bumper and through the bolt, which I didn't want to do. So I will show you in a bit what tools I did use to actually cut the bolts without destroying the bumper. Finally I did remove 2 bolts, and the first thing after that, you need to push strongly the bumper down on both sides. So we can see bumper is moving already. So after removing 2 rusty bolts underneath, like, I'll just use this rubber hammer to knock the bumper out or slide out on each side. bumper on P38 is finally off. This is amazing actually. I'm so happy. I mean, this is really important, and there is only like light surface rust, which is really not bad. And this is strong, so this is important for towing. This here, which is holding the bumper, I should replace this, I guess, or I will see. Because it's really rusty, is a lot of mud. But I'm so happy with this bumper. I will need to cut the bolts from inside as well, because they're still in. But yeah, finally, honestly, it's taking so long. And the other side as well, really rusty. Because I did grind out the bolts from underneath. Like now I will struggle to remove the part which is inside. And now the only option is very hard, to be honest. Only option is basically to remove these 4 bolts, to take them out. I will try them, but I'm really scared because they're really rusty. And one is out. I can't believe, actually. This is crazy. I can't believe it. This is amazing. I'm using this 13mm socket for basically destroyed bolts, or yeah. So I'll just try to hammer this on the second one. And I should be able, yes, so you guys can see we already cut the bolt, and now hopefully I can take this somehow out. I even don't know how, but it's going to be much easier than through here, which was impossible. This side is 10 times more rust, so I don't know. I really hope I can take this out. This one is still alright, but this one is horrible. There is no almost like bolt left from outside. Let's try to take this out. Okay, I'll try to hit with a 12mm socket on. The last bolt sadly is not coming out, but I will try to remove a washer a bit, and yeah, that's the only option I can try. My last bolt is out. This is crazy. So after taking this out, just the reason was to take the grinded bolts out. This one is really solid, the right side is really fine, but this one is horrible, and this is not holding at all. So I'll try to find a new one if I can. If not, I will need to weld this somehow. I don't know how, to be honest. This is like really rusty. As you guys can see, these brackets for sliding in the bumper and securing them, they're really bad. They're really bad. The bottom is really bad, so Unfortunately, I will need to take them down and try to buy a pair of those. I'm really happy that I'm making some progress. The car is rusty, so it's giving you extra work, which was not even there, so the progress is really slow, but I'm really happy. The bumper is down, I've removed everything. I'll just clean this mess here around and use angle grinder to grind this down. It's a bit better, right? Much better. I'm happy with that. Finally, I finished masking. Just wanted to protect the car a bit, the paint, where I will be painting around, and exhaust. I didn't want paint to drop on exhaust because later on it's going to be hot and maybe I could cause the fire or anything. So I'm not professional in masking, but it's good. I'm really excited about today. So finally, after grinding down the rust on towing bar and on the car, the day arrived. I need to feed the towing bar on, and I'm really happy. The weather is amazing as well. So to be able to feed the towing bar, we need 8 bolts, 4 on each side and 4 here at the bottom. I will show in a bit. So we need 8 bolts, which are M10 90mm. I will remove the masking tape and we will start with putting towing bar on the car, and yeah, I'm so happy. First I will put towing bar here on top, and towing bar is going to lean anyways here, as I believe. And that's it. How easy was that? I'll just do with hand for now. What I noticed, this is out of angle a bit, so I cannot put the bolt in. So I don't know why, and there is no way it's moving, but it's really low. So I think I will need to apply some force with a jack hub here, and to be able to lift this part up, so I would be able to insert the bolts in. That's the only option. Okay, 2 bolts are really just one more actually. As you guys can see, the crazy force is applied. The car is almost in the air, and for me to be able to put the bolts in, which is crazy, yeah, I'll just try to put more. Just tighten these bolts more. As these 4 bottom bolts been harder than I thought actually, at some point been also dangerous because I need to put a double jack, which is not really safe, but I didn't have the other option basically. So if you're trying to do that, never be under the car. Now what's left? Just the top bolts. I'll put some tread locker and finish the towing bar, and that's it. Towing bar is finally finished, and I'm really happy of so many months working here around outside, grinding this rust down. Like, it's very clean. I'm really pleased with the results, and I'm really happy that I managed to buy this Range Rover and actually start my YouTube channel. So this is one of my first jobs, and I think it's really amazing. last thing which is missing is these brackets here, which are coming in, so we can bolt the bumper on with 2 bolts. And these brackets here are really bad. This is like really falling apart, to be honest. And let's check now the new one. I'm actually really excited. Look at that new piece. Okay, and here is a difference, guys. This is unbelievable. I'm really excited to put this on. This is much better. This is much better. We'll use M8 bolts, and it's 25 millimeters long. The same bolt is M8, and is the same one. It's a bit longer actually. This is 25 millimeter. The original one was 20 millimeter, I believe, but doesn't matter really. At this point I realized there is no point really grinding this rust down. It's really bad, so would need like probably sandblasting and welding, and I don't have facilities for that, so I'll just clean this a bit, spray with some paint and paint with the brush as well, and that's it. Bumper will go back on. The last bit which is missing, guys, is just like wires for the trailer, for indicators, brake lights and lights basically. So I bought the same wiring just from P38 on eBay. I think the price was £20. Here we go. So you guys can see how it looks like, and this is original. If you guys can see a sign of Range Rover, so it's like just from another P38 which had a towing bar on, and I will just check the wiring now, and I need to see where I will put this. So basically I guess I will just replace with the old one, I'll just stick this screw in and that's it. Okay, just put this through. So if you don't know where is the wiring, it's very simple. It's just on the right side behind, and if you open this, that's the plug where we need to connect. So now, while the bumper is holding like this, it's going to be much easier for me to put the cable wiring back up. There's a bit of mud and rust. I'll just clean this. But that's it. So we are just able. And now I will just slide this in, to be honest. I hope, yeah, it goes in. Now this edge here, there is no any difference. So we're on the other side. Just have a good look, and you can't make mistake, because like it's just possible to put like to connect just one way, and yeah, just have a good look. Try to remember how everything looks like. Okay, half an hour later, it's done. I made it to finally to plug this together with one hand. It was actually really hard because the wire is like really like tight and is like just enough long to plug in basically. So I'm happy with this. Now we can close this. Finally the bumper is on. I was struggling there a bit because it was like hitting where the bumper mounts are. Now I'll just put these two bolts on and I'll do wiring with some zip ties and we are done. To attach the bumper from under, I will use this M10 40mm bolts. I think original one is invert Torx. And it's 35mm, but I will put all of the measurements in description, so it's going to be for you guys easier if you will need to replace these bolts. Probably yes, because there is a lot of rust. So the bumper is finally on and everything looks perfect. Just the mud flaps are missing. I still need to buy them. They're not important at the moment. I will not be going much off-roading. So the only part I need to put on is this electric connection for the trailer. So it's here next to exhaust, so I will need to put this on the other side, and yeah, that's just the final bit I need to do. What I decided to do, I will just run the cable here under, because we have a gap, so this should be like stable construction of the car, and it's just going to be nice, so it's not going to even to be seen from outside, and I will just run it up here so the wiring will not be even close to exhaust. After months of thinking, should I start or not, I just decided, let me start this. And I bought this P38 Range Rover just as a project car. It was actually harder than it looks, to be honest. But here we are. I finally have functional towing bar, which is going to allow me to bring new cars to the channel, and it's going to be an amazing journey, and I'm really happy that I started it. So if you like my content, please subscribe and support my channel. Thank you so much for watching.